So you now want to learn how to collect fees. It is very, very simple in this system. So always ensure that you have clicked on the menu on your left, click on pay fee, then you'll be taken to this window. Again, looking at the layout of this page, you can see at the top, we have instructions on what you need to do. Then at the bottom is where we collect the fee from. So there are two things that you need to know. One is that there are two ways of collecting fees. You can always collect fee in the student account or in the parent account. When you're collecting fee in the student account, you're collecting fee for one individual student. And when you're collecting fee under the parent account, you're going to collect fee for those students that are sibling and they do share one parent. The other thing that you need to note is that when you're collecting fee under the parent account, what binds a student to the parent is the parent's phone number. So the system will always assume that every child that has a phone number of a particular parent, those are siblings. So if I register a student called Hillary and I assign that student the parent's contact of James, and I do that with the next 5 students, those 5 students will be regarded as siblings, and the system will assume that James is their parent. Now, when it comes to collecting fee under the student account, it is very straightforward. So everything trickles down until you are done by clicking the confirm button. So you start by providing the student's admission number. So here I'm going to search for the students that I want to collect fees. So you can always type in their name or their admission number. So you can just come and say, if you need to look for a student like Hillary, just come and search Hillary. You find them, click on their name, and the system will show you the student details. So you can see here at the top, these are just details of the student. Below that, you can see this area. This is just a narrative to explain how the current balance came about. Below that, we can see there's some description here. So this description just explains what this table is holding. And you can see it's telling us these are the last 5 transactions, but you can find all the transactions under Manage Transaction section at the menu right here. But since we are under pay fee, we're not going to dwell on that. So once you have established what is the student's balance, so you're just going to scroll down past the table, and here's where you're going to fill in the details of the payment. So the first thing we do is we select the mode of pay. So there are a number of mode of pays that the system accepts. So we do have M-Pesa, we do have cash, we do have the bank, and scholarship. So we find that M-Pesa is the most common mode of payment. So I'm just going to click on that. Then what I'm required to do is first thing to enter the amount. So I'm going to say Hillary will pay 10,000 shillings. Then what is the payment code? I'm going to put it there. Then the M-Pesa service, I'm going to select either of the M-Pesa services. I'm going to pick pay bill. I'm also going to select the other option, which allows me to distribute this amount to the different vote heads. So remember, a fee structure is made up of more than one vote head. So the system is asking us, how do you want to distribute this 10,000? So you can see the first option is saying pay for regular vote heads only. So what the system is telling us, the first option is that we'll be able to distribute this 10,000 shillings to regular vote heads only. And the regular vote heads are those that are compulsory. A fee structure is made up of vote heads that are optional and compulsory. And you find that those optional payments include things like admission fee, lunch, breakfast, things like that. But the regular fee include things like tuition, activity fee, and what have you. So if you want to pay for only compulsory payments alone, you select the first option. If you want to pay per vote head, you select the second. And if you want to pay for multiple vote heads, you select the third. And that's what you're going to select. Then below that, we are going to have the fee structure. So here is where we're going to see the fee structure. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select what we want to pay for. Remember, we have 10,000 shillings. So what you're going to do, since this is a new student, he's going to pay for tuition. He's going to pay for lunch. You're going to say tuition is going to take 9,500, and lunch is going to take 500. So I cannot put any amount more or less than the 10,000. So whatever sum of the amounts that I'll have put here has to be equal to 10,000. It should not be more or less. Then below that, I am able to set my own time, so I can come and set date, but I'm going to leave it to automatically capture. And this is what I'll recommend, so that you don't have to set the date every time. Then I'll confirm. And when I confirm, what I'll be able to do here in this confirmation box are a few things. One is that I'll be able to send a confirmation message to the parent. So I'll just select the audience. Is it primary? Is it secondary? Is it both parents or the preferred contact? I can also say I don't want any of them to get the message. That's what I'm going to do. Then below that, I'm able to select the receipt size that I want to print. So there is a number. I can take A4, A5, A5 student copy alone, or real A5. I have all these choices. So I'm going to pick A5. Then lastly, I can choose to show the balance on the receipt or hide it. So I'm going to leave it as show. Then I confirm. So when I click that, the system is going to do two things. One, it's able to print out the receipt, and this is how it will look like. Then number two, it is going to record that payment in the system. And when the receipt is being printed, you can see at the top, we have the school header, that is the logo, the name, the motto, and the contact details on the right. Then you can see here we have the student copy. Then when you move to the next page, you can see we have a duplicate copy, but this is the school's copy. So moving on to the other side, which is the parent account. And in the parent account, I'm able to collect fees for students that are siblings. So just come here and type a name. Come and pick Hillary. You can see Hillary's number has been attached to 35 students. So I'm going to go with Guya, who is a father of two. Select that. And you can see their number there. And you can see the list of students that Guya has. You can see he has Hillary as the first student and Guya as the second student. And you can see their balances here. You can see their classes here and the percentage of the total. So we can see out of the total 33,000 to be paid by the parent Guya, the first student takes up 90%. And the second student takes up 9%. So that is how it will look like when you search for the parent. Then below that is where we're able to collect the fee. So here we fill in the payment details. We come and put in the amount. So if this parent is supposed to pay 10,000 shillings, come and put here 10,000 shillings. You find that most of these parents never want to know what the individual student is paying for. So you just find that he comes and asks, what is the total amount I'm supposed to pay? 33,130. So I'm going to pay 10,000 so that I'm left with 23. Then here we come and select the mode of payment. We're going to work this time with cash. Then the system is going to ask us how we want to distribute the payment. But you can see the system is saying that added students will appear here. So this means we have not selected the students that we want to pay for. So you just come and select by clicking add, or you can click add all to add all the students at once. Then going back here, you can see pay regular vote heads only. So you have two options, pay regular vote heads only or select the vote heads to pay for. So pay regular vote heads only again applies as how I explained in the student account. So it means that the money will be distributed to the compulsory payments alone. But when I come to select vote heads to pay for, here I'll be able to define I'll be able to define the amount every student can get. The number two, I'll be able to define the vote heads that each child will pay for. So let's say out of the 10,000, you wanted Hillary to get 5,000 and Guya to get 5,000. But you can see what the system has done, the amount paid. Under the amount paid, we can see out of the 10,000, the first student got 9,000 and the second student got 905. And what the system has done, it has just distributed it according to percentage. But what if you are not satisfied with this, we are going to use the second option to do so. And we have said the second option, you're able to do two things: to modify the amount a student will get, and you'll also be able to modify what the student is paying for. So just click on modify, and let me zoom out, then zoom in again. Under the amount, put 5,000, the amount you want the student to pay for. Then we're going to select the vote heads that will get that 5,000. So I'm just going to keep it simple. I'll assign tuition 5,000 shillings. Then I'll come and click save. Then the system will be smart enough to know that it is left with 5,000 for the rest of the students. So if it is more than one student, it will again distribute this 5,000 to the total. So if this person had 3,000 and the other has 7,000, so this will be 30% and the other one will be 70%. So it will have distributed this 5,000 with 30 and 70%. Then now, I'm not going to modify the second student's amount. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to confirm. And I click confirm. I'll be able to send a message, but I'm going to say no, and I'll be able to print out a receipt. So this time I'll be able to print a parent copy or the school and the parent's copy. So I'm going to pick the second option. The balance, I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to confirm by clicking yes. And you can see now here is our receipt. So you can see at the top, we have the school header, then we have the receipt details here. You can see here Mr. Guya, you can see their number there, you can see the amount paid in figures and in words, the students paid for, you can see here in their balances, you can see the payment details there, served by who, and on that date. So you have both the school copy and the students or parents copy. So that is the receipt that you issue out to a parent when they pay under the parent account. So it is that simple to make payments in this system. You have the student account and you have the parent account. We said in the student account, you only collect fees for the student, and we said in the parent account, you collect fees for siblings. And that's how simple it is to do. Now, two other things that you're able to do here. One is that you're able to assign free credit notes. So free credit notes, these are deductions done to the teacher's salary. And this salary has to be processed under the payroll. So when you are assigning deductions to teachers, there's going to be a deduction by the name of a fee credit note. And that fee credit note, whenever you process a salary, you need to come here and assign that fee credit note to a particular student. So you can see here we have a list of the fee credit notes that have already been processed. And you can see there are those that are assigned and there are those that are unassigned. So as you can see this one, this is a fee credit note from this staff. It is unassigned. You can view. Then you assign it to the right student. And you assign it just like how you collect fees. So you search for the student, you select them what they are going to pay for, then you click assign to assign the student that payment. It is very, very straightforward. Now, the other thing that you're able to do here is to send fee reminders. And when sending fee reminders, you are able to filter out according to the amount or the balance of the parent. So usually select either the balance in figures, balance in percentage. So when you come and select the balance in figures, this would mean that everyone that has the balance more than what you have defined here will be in the list. So if I want to send students who have balances above 2,000 shillings, that is the figure that I'm going to put here. And the other option is balance in percentage. If I want to send to the parents messages who have balances above a certain percentage, let's say above 25%. So this is the percentage of the termly fee. So 25% of the term one fee can select. But now let me work with figures because that is much straightforward. So I'm going to say those that have balances above 2,000 shillings. Then I'm going to select the class. So I'm going to pick grade 3, but you can select the whole school if you want to. Then you're going to click next. Then after that, you'll see all the students that have balances above 2,000 shillings. So you'll be able to see their balance and their percentage. And you can see this one is above 2,000. No one is less than 2,000 shillings here. Then once you're done, you're going to select all the students and you're going to click next. And here what you'll be required to do is to compose your message. And when composing your message, you want to include personalized information and you use tags to include those personalized details. So let's say you want to type a message and remind parents to clear fee balances. And you want to tell the parent the exact amount that they want to clear. So you're just going to type a simple message, going to come and say hello. Then instead of saying parent, let's come and pick the tag to include the parent's name. So just click on the arrow and it will insert that tag. So you can see that it says hello, parent, full name, and you can see the sample, how it will look like. So if the parent is called Matthias, it will send Matthias. It's going to assign Matthias. If the parent is called Pamela, it will be Pamela. If it is John, it will be John. So we tell that parent, hello, parent. Then we come and say, kindly clear viewer. So we want to include either son or daughter. So you come and use the student noun tag. Click on the arrow and it will be inserted. Then we want to specify that child's name. We're going to click on the child's name tag. That will be included. Then you come and say balance of, we put the currency. Then you come and say student fee balance. Then we come and say by this date. So we come and say by 12th July 2026. So what will happen is that these tags will be replaced with the actual information. So think of it this way. The system has a list of the students that it wants to send a message to, but before it sends a message to those students, it will have to check every student details and replace this tag with the actual information before it sends it out. So it will do that for every student, then it sends. So we also need to select to whom do we want to send to. So who is our audience? Is it both parents of that student, primary, secondary, or preferred contact? So our choice here. So we make our choices here. So I'm going to say both. Then you click send. Then it will immediately send to all the students that you have selected with the right details. So that is how you do it. It is very, very straightforward. That is how you send fee reminders. Yes. Thank you for listening.